Do you suffer from brain fog? Hi, I'm Chris Wyllie, and this is the 3 hidden causes of brain fog. Now, what is brain fog? Well, brain fog is a description of our mental experience, where our thoughts and our internal world is foggy, vague, amorphous, unclear, and this negatively impacts our focus, our memory, and our decision making. Now, the first hidden cause of brain fog is a lack of DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid. Now, DHA is one of the critical molecules in the evolution of our brain and nervous system. It helps to convert sunlight photonic power into electricity to power our brain. Now, DHA in literally every study ever done has shown improvements in mood, focus, cognition, and learning. Now, why is that? Well, it's because DHA is a fatty acid that's selectively integrated into the neuronal signaling membranes as well as in synapses to support long-term potentiation. DHA directly improves signaling in the coordination of signaling in the brain. DHA also imbues the flexibility and fluidity to neuronal membranes, helping them to signal better. The better our brains signal, the better our neurons communicate, the better cognition, focus, and memory we're going to have. And DHA may be the most important brain nutrient of all for brain signaling. And I measure this on EEGs and brain maps that increasing DHA consumption directly improves both brain voltage, coherence, and connectivity across the brain and neural networks. Now, what are the best sources of DHA? Well, DHA is a marine-based molecule, and land-based omega-3s, alpha-linoleic acid, have very poor conversion into DHA, less than 1% in the human brain and body. So you want to get your sources from the sea. If you're mammalian eating, you want to get the wild seafood, oysters, scallops, wild fish, sockeye salmon, lake trout, smaller fish which bioaccumulate less toxins, less mercury, though you can consume things like rosemary, sage, oregano, which are natural chelators, as well as algae like chlorella, which also is a chelator. Now, if you're doing a vegan-based approach, you want to consume lots of krill and algae oils. What do whales, which have absolutely massive nervous systems, eat to build that nervous system? They eat tons and tons of krill. So you want to get the DHA, and you're going to start to notice your mood, your memory, your resilience to stress, overall sense of well-being improving as you boost your DHA levels. Now, the second hidden cause of brain fog is low acetylcholine levels. Acetylcholine is a neuromodulator, a neurotransmitter that modulates the firing of groups of neurons. And in the peripheral nervous system, which connects our central nervous system, our brain and spinal cord, to all our external organs and extremities, acetylcholine is excitatory, and it excites neurons at the neuromuscular junction, which is why acetylcholine is in a lot of pre-workout formulas, because it improves motor function. Now, in the brain, acetylcholine plays a modulatory role in key centers like our frontal lobes, which are our executive function centers to regulate our focus, our working memory, our learning, our impulse and emotional control, our hippocampus and amygdala, key memory limbic structures that generate our emotional responses, as well as deeper structures in the parietal lobe, which regulate our action orientation to external stimuli. So acetylcholine helps to release neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, glutamate, supporting long-term potentiation, learning, memory, and synaptogenesis in these key networks of the brain. Now, at the same time, it also has the potential to inhibit these neuronal regions from firing and basically blocking excessive glutamate. And a lot of problems, if you're a worry wart, excessive stress, insomnia, electromagnetic sensitivity, are caused by excitotoxicity, where there's glutamate-induced excitotoxicity. So acetylcholine can also protect us from the effects of excessive stress. Now, in trials, acetylcholine has also been shown to improve the signal to noise in the brain while learning. It literally improves the signaling while blocking out noise to help our brains to be able to focus, learn, and remember. And a lot of times, memory problems and brain fog problems are caused by muddled senses. You have muddled sensory input and therefore muddled memory. And acetylcholine helps to improve sensory acuity. both visual and auditory discrimination. So when I'm talking to you right here, your ability to listen to what I'm saying and block out the surrounding sounds is an auditory discrimination. And acetylcholine, boosting your acetylcholine levels, will help you block out unimportant information so you can focus on the important information. So acetylcholine is vital for learning, memory, synaptogenesis, and overall brain health. Even one of the theories of Alzheimer's is the acetylcholine theory, where in Alzheimer's, acetylcholine levels start precipitously falling off a cliff. And acetylcholine regulates things like the theta rhythms and oscillations in our hippocampus, which are vital for our mood and our memory. And I do lots and lots of brain maps, and I even see acetylcholine improving function in our frontal lobes and our temporal lobes, improving the connectivity between key networks of the brain. We have better communication, better connectivity, better memory, better focus, better mental clarity. Acetylcholine is absolutely key. So what are the best sources of acetylcholine? First, egg yolks, wild seafood. Seafood contains DMAE, which converts into choline in the brain. Beef liver is very high in choline. You can almost feel the effects after eating it. Now, vegetable sources, we have Brussels sprouts, collards, greens, herbs raise acetylcholine like rosemary, sage, basil, which have molecules which prevent the breakdown of acetylcholine in the synapse. And we have natural nutraceuticals like huperzine A. We have nutraceuticals like cytidine, acetyl-L-carnitine, phosphatidylserine. There's lots and lots of options to boost your choline levels. Then number 3, we have deficiencies in brain-specific nutrients like iodine and iron. One of the functions of the thyroid gland is to take iodine and convert it into our thyroid hormones, which power our energy and metabolism. The thyroid's like the gas pedal that converts our underlying cholesterol and pregnenolone into our sex steroid hormones to boost our vigor, vitality, physical and mental energy. What are the best sources of iodine? Well, iodine is found in scarce amounts in land-based foods, but it's found in significant quantities in seafoods, specifically sea vegetables like dulse, nori, and kelp, which contain whopping amounts of iodine. Now, iodine is also a powerful peripheral antioxidant because it contains the 7 outer valence electrons, which can donate to other molecules like DHA in the synapse. Now, iron is a key part of hemoglobin, the protein that transports oxygen from our lungs to our brain. The more oxygen, the more electrons our brain has, the better its function. In fact, almost every neurodegenerative condition is associated with hypoxia, low oxygen levels. We get more oxygen, we get more energy, we get more blood flow to the brain, we get better function. So you want to boost your DHA levels, boost your acetylcholine levels, get your brain-specific nutrients to have better mental clarity, better focus, better memory, more decisive action, both internally and externally, and to put brain fog where it belongs, in your past, to have better focus right here in the present and in your future.